What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to JellyGoonTv. Welcome back to all my beautiful viewers and subscribers, of course. Today we're going to react to a very special video by Vice. I understand that you have to take it with a gram of salt, but today we're going to react to David Icke, Conspiracy of the Lizard Illuminati. Now, I never really believed in this conspiracy right here. I think that some conspiracy theorists, they take it too far and they make it into a fantasy tale about these things that goes on. I think we are, as humans, are a little bit reptile, so that makes sense, I think. And I don't know where this shit goes, but I've been hearing from a lot of people that this is one of those trends that is like, oh my god, they lizard people, which makes no sense whatsoever. But anyway, we're gonna give it a chance. We're not just gonna get it out because conspiracy theorists are a culture in itself. You know what I mean? There's different subcultures, then there's the head cultures. So there's different things that we could go into, and this channel is all about exploring cultures, exploring different people, seeing and going into their mind what is going on. You know what I mean? So without judgment, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you for believing in this. I'm just saying I do not believe in it, but let's see what's going on in this documentary. Not crazy documentary, but let's see what's going on in this. So yeah, anyway, sit back, relax. We're going to take the two parts and let's get into this. Let's go.
For as long as I can remember, I've had an interest in what some people condescendingly term conspiracy theory. You see, I was born November 22nd, the anniversary of John F. Kennedy's assassination. And every year on my birthday, there's been televised specials on practically every channel talking about magic bullets, grassy knolls, other shooters, as well as CIA, FBI, and mafia involvement. Even by the age of 10, this spoke to me. And of course, there were UFOs, the Illuminati, occult Nazis, organized satanic networks, faked moon landings, and CIA mind control programs. Hell, even if this is all bullshit, it was fun to read about.
It's all bullshit, okay.
It was in 2000 that I first discovered David Icke's book, The Biggest Secret. In it, he writes about a global conspiracy, a hidden hand manipulating humanity's destiny through the shadows, using those who seem to be in power. And the goal of these shadow people? Nothing less than an Orwellian global superstate with total control at the hands of an ancient reptilian shape-shifting race. So we took a ferry to the Isle of Wight to spend the day with David Icke, Britain's leading conspiracy evangelist and the one man standing between us and total enslavement.
Hey! Kev,
Mr.
nice
Icke.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Good trip.
Yes, it was.
Welcome to my abode. There's not much to see, but I like it.
What do we got here?
Well, this is things that I've collected over the years. This is fantastic. Someone in Hawaii actually painted this. This is what the painting is. This is the original of the front cover of my last book, Human Race, Get Off Your Knees, The Lion Sleeps No More. And I asked my great friend, an artist called Neil Haig, to paint this picture for me with particularly those eyes. And that's humanity saying, no more, enough, no more little me, we're not having it anymore.
In 1991, David Icke didn't believe in secret shape-shifting lizard fascists. He was a television celebrity. After arthritis had ended a promising career in football, he'd become a broadcaster. But that all ended in one remarkable appearance on the Terry Wogan Show.
David Icke.
In a turquoise tracksuit, he'd announced that he was the son of God, and the world would be ending that year. It didn't, and Icke seemed destined to disappear beneath a typhoon of public laughter.
So it's quite funny, really. You know, 2,000 years ago, had a guy called Jesus sat here and said these same things, you would still be laughing. It's really, really funny that we've not really moved on that much.
They're laughing at you. They're not laughing with you.
Fine.
But Icke wouldn't disappear. He began to write. And over a series of increasingly successful books, he began to outline his philosophy.
So
Humankind was...
So he basically got made fun of, and now it's his way of getting back to the people, I guess. And that's what I really want to say, like... There's a lot of things in this guy specifically that is kind of like just getting back at people, of course, and big at the power or something. If he called himself Jesus, he didn't really call himself Jesus. He just said that. And it's kind of true. if Jesus was sitting there and telling the same thing, you'll be laughing at him too, right? Which is 100% true, 100%. But to call himself Jesus
is not in charge of its destiny. It was the unwitting prisoner of a race of shape-shifting lizards who occupied the roles in the highest echelons of society. From presidents to royal families, all trusted public figures were secretly part of a reptilian, Satanist pedophile group who had been on this planet for centuries. People began to take notice of Ike, and today he spends most of his year preaching to amphitheaters full of fans. He's still making startling revelations, and recently he declared the moon to be a hollowed-out planetoid space station from which our minds are controlled. The lizard's very own Death Star.
Don't mention the reptiles.
Don't mention the reptiles, yeah. Because
So this is the problem I have with these guys right here. So they find all these fairy tales and they believe in them. How would you know? Like, you're not even in the government. You don't even know anything. All you do is reading signs that is not really there. All you do is reading signs and trying to read between the lines. The problem is with reading between the lines is that you could read too much between the lines. That means that you could attribute whatever you want and whatever text you want to, you know, contribute. You know what I mean? Not transcript, whatever it's called. Like, you know, break down into pieces and then understand it and get the information into your brain. I think these people are really taking a fairy tale and just running with it. That's the problem. There is no way that we should take your words serious. There's no way that you have inside information of what is going on. There's nobody who's going to tell you anything, and you can't really do anything if these people are running the world. This is what I'm trying to say to these people when they talk about the conspiracy and they keep fucking attacking people who don't believe in it. Dude, if it was real, what are you going to do? Like, the people are going to wake up. What they going to do? It's a superior race. What they going to do? Tell me what they're going to do. Tell me what I can do when I'm working at a, you know, a factory from 6 to 3 and trying to get the paycheck, having a kid on the way. Tell me what I can do. Do I want to risk my life for this shit? No, I don't. So to be so pathetic, to believe in all these fairy tales and believe that you have some information, inside information that nobody else have, I just think it's fucking pathetic. And you are like a bigotry, like a egocentric, whatever you call it. I think it's very ridiculous, really ridiculous. And this is what we call like insane people. Not insane because you believe in conspiracies, but these people are really going everything, and they really believe that their whole world is controlled and everybody care about them, that they have so much to say and they're a threat to society. You are not a threat. You're just a guy on the internet talking about conspiracies. You're not a threat. If you begin to mess with money and all that kind of stuff, maybe you're a threat, you know? People do run the government, and people do, they have these secret meetings, of course. Even the marketing have it. There's marketing psychology that controls you. But to sit there and believe that you are not one of the guys who knows, you know, you are one of those people who know everything. No, you're not. You're getting controlled too. You're getting controlled through your iPhone, through your Samsung. They tell you what clothes to buy. They tell you what's in, what's out. So don't sit there and fucking belittle me about learning about the world when you were doing the exact same thing with the fucking psychology marketing, and you were buying the same fucking stuff that everybody else is doing, and you calling everybody else a sheep when you're doing the exact same fucking thing. It makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Now get out of your conspiracy theories and get a life instead. Stop questioning everything that's not supposed to be questioned. And now these people are saying, yeah, but you're supposed to question it. Of course you're supposed to question it, but not question it to the fucking death, like a Death Star. Like the moon is a hologram of a Death Star. Really, bro? Come on, man.
Well, people, when this started to come in, people who were kind of into my stuff, up to that point, which was kind of regular fight. Well, it was a bit strange because it was all the way the war was manipulated by a few people, but it was all kind of regular stuff. And then I came across with this stuff, and it was
Get
like,
it out of the way.
Don't mention the reptiles. They'll just laugh at you again. I said, I know. But I've seen enough and heard enough to believe that it's real, and so I say.
You see, he's seen enough, he knows enough. Brother, you're not special. That's why you don't understand it. You're trying to be special when you're trying to be something that you're not. That's the problem I have with these conspiracy nuts. They always believe that they are special. They believe like, oh, they have this big thing. No, it's this nonsense. That's what we call like sickness. Like,
say it. I don't care.
Yes, there is a government who runs the world. Do money run the world? Yes. Is there secret meetings? Of course there are. 100%. Is there things that we don't know? Yes, but there's no reptile freaking thing. Like, it just makes no freaking sense whatsoever. And how would you know that they're a reptile? You see the evidence? Let's see the evidence. I
about
see
the consequences.
some crazy eyes. Or...
Are you frightened? No, I'm not. I don't care, because the consequences for the world and my children and my grandchildren and everyone else's of humans not intervening in this process that's going on now ever more quickly.
You see, what are they going to do?
We are condemning our children and grandchildren, indeed ourselves. It's that close to a world that George Orwell so massively understated.
Can we have a look at where the work gets
Yes.
done, where
Like
it all
everything-
happens?
This is where it all happens, and as you can see, it's really small.
It is really small.
Because, you know, I look at my life, and I don't see my life as a life anymore. I haven't for a while. I see it as a job.
So this
How
is the new
sad
one.
is that?
Yeah, this is
In
the
German?
this is.
How sad is that to believe all of this stuff and just go insane with it? Imagine if he got proven it wasn't real. I wish he would. I really wish. Because it's just sad right now. It really is, man.
This is the German version, isn't it? Look at the size of
Jeez,
that.
yeah.
350,000 words. That, in one book, is the scale of information that has come into my life about these things. See, that is not a theory. That is evidence supporting a fact.
What was like the first book that really struck you? Because I know there was a couple for me, but you're familiar with Robert Anton Wilson? And
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I just liked it because it was funny and it tied a lot of points of interest together. And he sort of pointed me in different directions, even though he wasn't really a conspiracy theorist
No.
trying to say anything. He put things together I never saw. You know,
Right.
he'd connect dots that had never occurred to me, which turned me to like Holy Blood, Holy Grail, and some of these.
I
other
mean,
things.
that you've just hit the nail right on the head of my work and what you need to do to understand what's going on. Connect the dots. See, there are dots like banking, government, all these different things. 9/11, which in and of themselves are interesting, and you can see that something's not right. But when you connect the dots between apparently unconnected people and situations and organizations, that's when the tapestry appears and you go, whoa. So that's what's happening.
Of course you could do that 100%, and I'm not, of course I'm saying this guy's crazy, but I'm just saying, when did you come to the conclusion that it was reptiles?
David had told us that his first moment of enlightenment had occurred when a voice entered his head while shopping with his son on the seafront.
This is the newsagent I told you about, where basically it all started. I was walking along here and I walked in this door and turned to where Gareth was reading his Spin Train books, and this is where it happened, just the other side of this door, where I'm like, what's going on? Go and look at the books on the far side. What? And that's where it started, 1990, March 1990.
You see what I'm saying? Unbelievable that people take this serious.
And I never thought it was going to lead where it has, but
I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't have right in anything that he says. Of course, the world is controlled by money and all that kind of stuff. But it's not reptile. Human beings are just greedy. It's proven through the history. It's proven through centuries of war, everything like that, that we are greedy and we want more. That we even societies back in the Middle Ages. You know what I mean? Like, it's not new, okay? We get it. But it's not reptiles.
it has. Yeah.
Well, it's a great beginning. Platform fun.
In simple terms, there is a predator race which take a reptilian form. They're feeding off humanity. They've turned humanity into a slave race. They demand human sacrifice. That's where Satanism comes in. They feed off human energy, particularly feed off the energy of children.
I think he's confusing rich people who have a very, very bad fetish with reptiles. Okay.
David's latest revelations have been about the moon. Far from a lump of benign rock orbiting us, it is in fact an artificial construct, a gigantic spacecraft, probably a hollowed-out planetoid. It is from the moon that the nefarious Illuminati manipulate the collective human mind, warping our perception of reality.
I'm saying it's broadcasting something.
So what's warping the reality is psychology. It's been studying through many years, many centuries. Psychology can brainwash you into buying stuff. It can make like an epidemic. You know, you can read people, what's going on with the crowd and everything like that. So it's basically psychology. There's a marketing psychology that people, they use. There's a reason why the milk is in the back of the supermarket, for you to walk through it and buy all the other stuff. You know what I mean? So, yes, of course, there's a meaning about everything is business, brother. That's just how it is. But to say it's reptiles, I just think, and the moon is surveilling us, bro, stop. Just stop. You have no evidence of this. Zero. Other than your fantasy. I'm 100% sure.
That it acts as a blocking frequency that stops us seeing and perceiving things that we would normally perceive. that is creating what I call the moon matrix or the Saturn moon matrix, and it's basically having the effect of the fake reality in the Matrix movies.
So your books are not real.
I guess that makes David the Isle of Wight's very own Neo.
So what about you? Everything is fake around you, so everything that you believe is fake, right? No? Oh, okay. Nice. I get it. That's crazy as hell. Now, I'm not dissing the guy, I'm not disrespecting the guy, but I just think it's a little bit loony, nuts. Call me a sheep, call me whatever you do, but next time you go to that store that you love and buy the shirt, and you buy your iPhone, you buy the burger down at McDonald's, you buy the Burger King, you know, you go phone shopping, shoe shopping, you buy the new Jordans, you buy a new gun brand, you know what I mean? Like all this kind of stuff is psychology that is inside your brain that you got somewhere and it makes you want to buy. Consumers, consumers, consumers. But people seems not to understand it that the world is run by money. It is basically all what we want as human beings. If you want to understand how greedy the world is, just look inside. Look inside yourself. You want money to live and survive. Basically, if you want to down low, you want money. You have to have money. You have to have food. You have to do all this kind of stuff. And these guys are just smart in business. They just supply it for you for a little chain. They make their own valuta. That's how it is. There is no reptile. It's all marketing psychology and psychology in whole. That's just what it is. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to dive into this. Now, I do not, I do not disrespect everybody who believes this stuff, and I'm sorry if I come across like that. I really don't. I respect you guys for having your opinion, and keep looking into it. Do your thing. That's not what I'm saying. I just think it's kind of crazy that you have to, make dots that doesn't even freaking make sense. Like, how would you know? Like some fucking, like you are Jesus reborn, like you know everything all of a sudden. Like, I connect the dots with this and this and this and this. Have you seen like a freaking budget on the moon being a hologram or being like this controlled? Like it just gets fucking pathetic when you wake up from this shit. I've been just like you, believing in all this kind of stuff. Then I grow up and I'm like, dude, money runs the world, bro. That's just how it is. Greed. That's it. But yeah, anyway, guys and girls, I love you so much. Thank you for watching this. I really do appreciate it a lot. Please hit the like button down below. Please do subscribe if you want to, of course. And I love you guys so much. So yeah. Sorry if I come across ignorant. I'm really, really sorry. But I love you guys. Peace.